Hi everyone, I'm Maria Zilka, nutritional therapist at Nature Cures Clinic. Today we've come on a road trip out to Sauvie Island Organics to show you where your food comes from and how important it is that we choose organic food over conventionally grown. Statistics say that we're exposed to over 82,000 chemicals a week. It's kind of mind-boggling when you think about it, so why take more in through your food? So come on, let's go check out the farm. It may not look like much now, but all of these seedlings are going to be on someone's plate one of these days. We've got lettuce and herbs, tomatoes growing, all kinds of fabulous organic food that nourishes the body, the spirit, and the mind. We're going to join Tanya and she's going to tell us everything we need to know about planting and growing vegetables.
I'm Tanya and I'm the farm manager here at Sauvie Island Organics. A CSA stands for Community Supported Agriculture, and it is a way to connect eaters directly to farms. People sign up and become members of our farm, our CSA, and as a member each week they receive a share of the harvest. So we are Sauvie Island Organics, and our growing practices are those that use no chemical fertilizers or herbicides or pesticides. And our philosophy is to really try to take the best care of the land that we can, and also try to use as minimal impact as we can in our practices. So for us, what that means is really taking good care of the soil, which means adding organic matter through cover crops, trying to till in a way that is the least impactful as possible, and keeping the ground in cover crops so that we don't see a lot of soil erosion, and really feeding the soil life that's there. We also rotate our crops so that we can minimize disease issues and pest issues. This field right now has a crop that we're growing and seeded in the fall, which is actually here to feed the soil and the microorganisms in the soil, and that is a major way that we add soil organic matter and nitrogen, and really makes a really healthy soil life, which then makes for a healthier vegetable or crop. Fabric here just acts as a barrier to keep the pests off, and is another way that we're able to not use pesticides on the farm. So what we call our CSA share, which is the vegetables that you receive each week, tends to vary quite a bit through the season. The early season, there'll be about 5 or 6 items in the share, and then as many as 10 to 12 items in the peak of the season, which tends to be in August, September, and October. And we try to really make sure that we're harvesting and bringing a variety of vegetables and also amounts that you can use to cook. We do have a weekly blog that we update, which will show a picture of the share that everyone is receiving, as well as including recipes to give you ideas of how you can use the vegetables that you're getting. We try to grow a few different varieties of kale because we like to put it in the share quite a few times. It's such a great food. And so here we have a variety called Red Ursa, and then over in this bed there's a variety called Lacinato, or sometimes called Dino Kale, or Tuscan Kale. And the kale is in the share for a good portion of the spring and early summer, and then again in the fall. It's a great green. The CSA is a great model both for the consumer and for the farmer. For the consumer, I think it's a great way for people to get really local produce, which really means getting the freshest produce possible, which can mean that it's more nutritious, and the flavor is going to be better if it's been out of the fields a bit less time than if it's traveled for many miles. And we're pretty close to Portland, so that means that the produce that we grow is traveling a fairly short distance in miles. In order to sign up for a share, all that you need to do is go to our website, which is sauvieislandorganics.com, and you can sign up online and let us know that you want to be a member for the season. The cost is $875, and that is for 30 weeks of vegetables. And then we figure out from your preference where in town you want to pick up your vegetables, and then all you do is each week go and pick up the share that we've harvested for you and go home and start cooking.
Chives, you can smell them, they're so fragrant. So have you ever really wondered how to cook with all this fresh, beautiful food? Well, we have cooking classes to show you how to do that. So go to our website and check out cooking classes, Cooking with Maria, and we have guest chefs come in. We'll show you what to do with all this beautiful produce once it's from farm to plate.